What's up, gamers? Welcome to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, today, welcome back, I should say. So today, we begin the class trial as we head into the red door. And there's definitely less people here. Wait. There's only 2 less people, but that's still less. So is everyone ready to what? If I recall, I don't see Kyoko.
Yo.
Wait, Toko. I guess I just didn't see Kyoko then. Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... Bro, you forgot Toko? You really don't remember?
Come on!
I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Oh, well, thanks for sharing.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Wait, how did Monokuma even do that? How freaking strong is Monokuma? Terrible! You're terrible! You know, because last time during the class trial, you could barely hear me, so I just... Phew! So, now everyone's here, right? Okay then! Hustle onto the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Oh, I see Kyoko. You can see her, just the top of her head. And that murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here. Well, guess I'm not talking to Kyoko. I'm talking to Byakuya. I give you plenty to work with. Shows how far your logic can take you. Who else? I'll talk to Fumi.
Oh, very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Imagine cringing at the sight of a female that's not 2D. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I give a small nodding reply. With one last deep breath, I walk toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Hey guys, and welcome to another Smash Bros. DLC leaked rumor. So, Gino, because it's the 7th and 7 with the 7 and the 7 and 7, it means it's going to be Gino. Dang. The shrunk elevator. Well, it hurts to see that Celeste is still on this elevator. It really does. Hold up, there's like no one on here now. It's only the second trial. There's so few people. Dang, okay. I just realized, what the frick is Hina doing? What is she doing? She's just staring at the wall. What the heck? Why? I mean, Taka, he's staring out as well, but like, he's ready. He's ready to get out of here. Hina's just looking at a freaking wall. And the steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh and exciting? Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills,
Everyone, please find your
kills.
assigned seats. And so the curtain open once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial! Okay, gamers. Let's see what skills I got. Okay, I have 11 skill points. What is this? Some extra health. I'll put it on for now. Vocabulary. Bullet capacity. Might be nice. I don't even know if there is bullet capacity in the second trial, though. So, that might be nice, too. But, whatever. I bet I could probably just pop off, so... Here we go. Time for the class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure
Alright.
out who
I'm just gonna
done it,
save this
then
real quick to
only
do a quick
they
audio
will
check to
receive
see if my voice
punishment.
is
But
not quiet,
if
because
you
last
pick
time
the
I'm still
wrong
traumatized by how my voice was quiet, sad. Alright, so... Okay, gamers, I'm back, and... I just think it's not possible for me to talk over, talking people. I'll voice volume to here, and we'll just see. We'll see. I'll try not to talk over anyone, though, because it just doesn't really work. Here we go.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Dang. Huh, more signs. Finally, some mild difficulty. I didn't even read the bullets.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Oh,
It
well,
appears it was a head wound.
yeah, that's correct.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I mean, that's not wrong,
I bet
but...
it was an iron pipe.
Okay, that is.
No, it's wrong.
Why did you even, I don't even think he checked it out. Oh no, he was there. He saw it. He just didn't see the
Can
bloody
we agree
dumbbell.
that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
How about an iron pipe?
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Oh yeah, guys, update on the mouth cut. It's freaking healed. But it was on the left side of my mouth. But today, I was eating pizza and just ate a massive freaking chunk out of my mouth. Pain. But it's not really that bad. So, I didn't eat a chunk out of my mouth. It just hurt a little bit, but everything is good now. I can finally drink water again. And, like, before I could drink water, of course, I wasn't going to go, like, 5 days with no water. But it hurt so bad. But it just feels so good to be back to not hurt. So that's just an update on the pain.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
I mean, that's not the weirdest thing.
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Alright, well, Byakuya just sweated up right there. He already knows.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Okay, well, I guess he doesn't know. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element. Oh, wait. Oh, is this finally white noise? Alright, gamers. It's probably the Genocide Jack case file. That would make sense.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on!
Good argument.
There's just no proof for it.
There's a little bit.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Good question.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Byakuya, I feel so bad for you. You have to stand next to freaking Celeste.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
I'm pretty sure Leon was also standing next to Celeste, but...
According to the file,
Not
there appear to
anymore.
be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
that's right. Boob lust.
Yep. That was it.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
I think you're wrong. No, that's wrong!
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Tell them, Makoto. Let them know. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, how the victim was
I
positioned.
got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
I mean, yeah.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Man, that would be...
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
That it was Genocide Jack.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's saying. Dang, Leon.
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Oh, whoa, he freaking just... Oh, okay. Didn't even give us time to prepare. He just went straight to it.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Okay.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
That makes sense to me.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Okay. It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel I can just... genocide isn't Toko? What does it mean? Oh, frick. Hangman's freaking gambit. What could this be? Oh, shit. It's gotta be something like... I don't know what it is. It's gotta be Schizo. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Schizo.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Sure.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko would have a split personality. She fainted? Is it she fainted? I don't know. Her behavior changed?
I got it!
Okay.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Well, yeah, she kind of did.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Blah, 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 blah. This is quite concerning, yes.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Yeah, don't assign adjectives to tones.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
Alright guys, this is the rudest thing you can say to someone. Rudest thing you could do. Assign adjectives to someone's tone. Your melancholy tone. Your hyper tone. Your red tone. Despicable.
In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Byakuya's cross tie though, it's so hot.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her.
What she was trying to say is, how can you tell that?
What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Bro, Byakuya, why you gotta tell him?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Isn't that right, Leon?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
Lied? No. I never promised anything.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
You're just destroying everyone. Episode 1 million.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
I probably should be concerned about the fact that, you know...
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
That's not good.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Go out where? They're stuck in Hope's Peak. And Byakuya's probably just gonna whip out the I didn't promise anything, you're ugly.
That's the only
And you
reason
smell
I
bad.
promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Dang.
I hate you.
That's unforgivable. I can't believe you hate Byakuya.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... What the...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Okay. What the...
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
I agree.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Yeah, alright, okay. Okay.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
It's just like they say. All toasters, toast toast.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
And a spine.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
I'm playing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc right now. She got me. I am right now, but at the time when this is uploaded, I'm not going to be playing it. She got me. This video is the game Danganronpa Trigger Happy. Oh, frick, that's a lie too. This is Danganronpa 1-2 Reload, which is the first and second game. Frick! She got me.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Also, what the frick is going on? This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
What's up? Okay.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
Oh, well, thanks for admitting it so easily.
Just kidding!
Oh, well. Well, dang. Thanks for helping.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Creepazoid.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Sure.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive.
Wait, not sure.
The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
There should be no doubt.
A motive?
Oh yeah, the motive is just kill.
Remember what Monokuma told us?
Or no, it was the secret.
If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Well, guess I gotta believe you now.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yep, I believe you.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details. Alright, doesn't mean to be, gunning down people's sentences. Status of dead body, disappearing stain, desk lamp.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You...
Okay, I think it's the death
killed
line.
her.
Wait, is it? I gotta check real quick. There it is. Is the extension cord, or is it dead body? Okay, I think it's dead
Sorry,
body.
but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any...
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi!
When you compare your past murders to this, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's
No,
wrong.
that's wrong. Hate to say it, Byakuya, but... Hate to say it.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm
I
not
kind of
so
messed
sure
up on
about
that one hard, too. Kind of sad.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
You say? You say?
How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know?
Not really. One moment. Oh, what the... I just had a sip of water and died.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Well, that didn't feel great.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
This is not the best way to be killed.
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Imagine if this was sponsored by Chef Boyardee and, like, it was in a negative light. That would be sad.
This is no creation of mine!
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
One clear difference, the victim's fatal
I
injury.
got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, I mean, that's not wrong.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's
Yeah.
more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini...
What do you eat with tortellini? Okay. Okay. Tortellini. What do you put on it? I don't think... I mean, I think you might be able to have Alfredo sauce on tortellini. But everyone knows the best way to eat freaking tortellini is pesto sauce. Like... Guys. Are people out here not eating tortellini with pesto sauce? Like, what the frick? Do people eat tortellini with, like, tomato sauce? Does anyone do that? Okay, if you haven't had tortellini with pesto sauce, get on that. That stuff is freaking good.
Then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Yeah, see? Pesto sauce. Pesto sauce is optimal for tortellini. Everyone knows.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
I guess I'll have to agree with
So,
that statement.
are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related how, what was used to suspend her.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They
Yes.
used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Oh, you don't get it? Oh. I thought you were super smart. Way smarter than anyone else here. I thought your brain was the size of this whole entire room. I thought you were just brilliant. You don't understand? Okay.
Well, in all the
'Cause you're
previous
dumb.
genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
It's just what you do. You just make your own scissors.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
I think I've said this before, but what the frick is going on?
Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm sure you should have noticed.
My
Nico.
word, you really didn't notice?
Oh, what
Take
the-
a look at who the victims were in each genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure
Yeah.
that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see. I see. Genocide Jill. There was a pattern surrounding the genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit. Because Chihiro was her friend. Because Chihiro was her lover. Because Chihiro was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What? How teeth? How are the teeth so tall
What are you talking about?
and sharp as well? I
In
probably
all
should
the genocide Jack
mention
cases,
that.
all the victims had something in common.
I'm not reading that again.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Yeah, you probably should be.
The hell is wrong with you?
To be embarrassed to kill people.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the movie
See,
side of me
Hifumi
just
predicted
hates
it.
it!
He knew it. He freaking called it in the library. If you guys remember. I hope you guys remember. He freaking called
But
that.
now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
I don't know what that
So
is.
since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Food. Okay.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
True.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Okay.
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Well, thanks for clearing it up. We didn't figure that out yet, Celeste.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Guess there is. Also, what the frick was that? Got those scissors. I was just thinking, that's a pretty solid thumbnail. And now I'm thinking, no, I'm not gonna do that.
She's
That's a
fully
little bit
equipped!
spoiling.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong!
Yeah.
You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you!
All of us.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
I also have no idea what...
The body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
There's one person who could have copied the... Oh, no! No. 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 Why is it making me do this? No, I don't want.
Here's my answer.
No.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Better not be Byakuya.
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
This can't be happening.
The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Oh, okay.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
When?
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to
Okay.
go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Oh. No. Byakuya, how would you know that, though? No.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
It better not be Byakuya.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction. I need to make it clear. Okay. I don't even know what the new element is. Oh, it's absorb. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
That's what absorb does, just saying.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it.
Even
That's
you
a
looking?
natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Is that right? Yes!
No, that's wrong.
But also, no! Please, no!
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
No.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
It's a good answer.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
Okay.
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Yeah. Look, Byakuya's attitude. It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Look at, oh, I wasn't reading that. Well, I was, but I wasn't vocally reading it. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's the desk lamp. No doubt about it.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
No.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I
Yeah.
use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Did you not
That's
even
right.
look?
It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy
It
indeed
wasn't a
about that
freaking rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Okay, yes you have. That's a lie.
No, that's wrong.
But also, why? Why does it have to be a lie?
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
You have seen it before.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say,
He's really exaggerating.
that extension cord?
Or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
I'm
Byakuya,
fishing.
you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Yeah.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Maybe, but I hope not.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Oh, why?
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
But why?
What about all that bothers you?
Wait. Was that just now? Something's not right. There's something that concerns me. Scene of the crime, probably.
A gun! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Even after just confessing to killing, he's still roasting Makoto.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya had been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence shows that the murder took place. Okay. The poster.
A gun! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yeah.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Makoto saying that is something.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Someone needs to clip that.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Okay.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Right.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Wait, what the frick?
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's poop. Someone freaking poo-pooed on the
That's
floor.
definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Okay.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Sure.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
Okay, rad.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Why do you think, Celeste?
Huh?
Makoto doesn't know?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question.
Why is this
If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Did she say even bigger question? It is. No, it's not that one.
To get into the locker rooms, you have but Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh.
I highly doubt that.
Oh, dang. Give him a chance, okay? You're just rude.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
You're right. Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Two locker room posters. Wait, no. Broken Knee Handbook. No.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Oh.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Oh. Well, that's a good theory. I'll credit you on that, but... And I guess you didn't... So at least you weren't absolutely stupid right there.
Handbook.
Like, you... I can't say that, because that would be rude.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, Isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Why is Byakuya helping right now?
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Like, he literally just...
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
There's just no way.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Oh, okay then. I mean, is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya was the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Wait, okay, never mind.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
I was just thinking, like, how did Byakuya get into the girls' locker room? But then I realized, oh yeah. Cards. The e-reader. Not the freaking e-readers. The handbooks.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
A field trip?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not
Please
be
let this be a
boring
normal
or I'll
field
be
trip.
very unhappy.
With the frizz? No way!
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Oh, why did she announce lofty like that? It made it sound not good. Meet your lofty expectations. So, before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Where she took us was... Dang. Back here.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Missy.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine
Take your time.
carefully? Like using our hands?
I don't think you should do it.
No way!
Okay. I guess you're not doing it.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Okay, what did they tell him when they were recording that line? Like, with no context.
Very well.
I mean, I guess...
I'll do it.
Alright. Go ahead, Sakura. Actually...
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Alright, go for it.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Okay. Putting your hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this?
Oh, okay. What did you find?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring widely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy!
What the frick?